I'll take that over. Thank you for allowing me, God. And Lord, those that are shut in, that can't get out in this service today, Lord, we ask this all in your name. And I went, as I was thinking, we were there through the recovery, and they made a statement about the grasses. We're at a place to where we're. You see, when we get in that place and not discontent with where God had placed him, being in need, for I have learned in and then verse 13 right here. This is the one everybody that Christ was going to work through him, change the course of my life. We're looking at the other side. We're complaining about the things in life. These things. I'm showing up for work day, either this credit card. Do you want me to buy that vehicle? Do you want me to buy in our word or his word? On the what ifs and focused on now we're thinking, we're in that all these blinders. They come out the side of there's danger all around them. So, this car doesn't have a G. It doesn't have. We look at our home. We'll say, my job doesn't have. We look at our job and say, I have to work with people that they don't do the same things. Have been shortchanged with something. We feel there are those that almost every one of them started out with no, wait, I want it right now. And so we think that's got the 900 square foot house, or even you see people start thinking, I could have children, only a break, if I had that only. There's this, I saw this. But see, that man becomes focused, that individual becomes, that whole thing, it don't matter that you just ruin. The more self-indulge into water. With what evil Satan does, you would see in towns that were people, I would be able to give time to everybody, and so they put the little watch up there, but then it wasn't what he was. That illustration, God knows exactly what we need when we need it. He knows that Christ has placed us right where we are. And that's the same thing with us, where God places Nero. Because Naboth was death, because a man would not tip his cup. He plainly warns us about them. Will lead to a state of contentment, will lead to self-pity. And usually after a day, maybe he would hit, depending on what animal it was. That's something, there's something to be learned. It was the first thing we would do before practice. We would to be stretched. He wants us to challenge us, if you will, in our lives. Trouble in school. Discouraged about the fun. Then reading my Bible, and I want to watch this TV show. Everybody do the things that Christ has called us to do. Who had endured many. The first part of it, knew what it was to be hungry. I've never been in some of these jails, and it amazes me. And here are these men sleeping on the floor. So they want to say, consider this. And so when they would get done, has this infection going on. Can give him for pain. The cups were made out of clay. Paul literally suffered tendencies to have his reputation just of him being prideful. So many dark trials And that elder followed. And then he would look at where he was standing, and he would realize that, yeah, they knew that he was, that what it was, many journeys turn out successful, abound. But Paul stayed the course. Easy to live that way. It begins to get dirty. It begins to get nasty. I idolize in everything he ever wanted. I mean, if he wanted, he did. He had that ability to take advantage of things. And he really like his life. If you humility, and we humble ourselves, and we apply it to our lives. Things. But see, you didn't even realize it. Someone there that loved you enough to tell you, see, God has given us, or we have. There's going to be temptations. See, there's you know, what's my purpose, and not in us. It's that calling on us. Is my helper. I will not fear this that you want for them. I pray that every best representative. The world has turned their back on us. When the world, and why he wasn't stressed out about the things that would leave him, and that you would never forsake. It may not turn out the way that whatever it takes, God. I want you to have complete. You teach that we apply to our lives. Lord, just bring it. We'll be back next Sunday at 10 o'clock Sunday.